Greg Girard 嘅作品展，橫跨50多年嘅創作歷程，帶領觀眾透過鏡頭回顧佢咁多年嚟對城市、人民同埋時代變遷嘅觀察。1982年至1998年期間 ，Greg 喺香港生活咗相當長嘅時間，拍攝咗九龍城寨唔少珍貴嘅相片。喺1993年出版咗極具影響力嘅攝影集《City of Darkness: Life in Kowloon Walled City》之後，再以《City of Darkness》之名喺2014年再度出版。但係原來編輯同媒體對佢九龍城寨最原先嘅創作理念，卻賦予咗完全唔同嘅詮釋。
I wanted there to be a good Hong Kong component in this exhibition. The Kowloon Walled City was the first book I did in collaboration with my colleague Ian Lambert. It was torn down in 1993, and Ian and I documented it quite thoroughly during the years before its demolition. So I definitely wanted the walled city to have a place in this show. Of course, the place looks quite extreme and quite compromised. The purpose of photographing it was to show what it's really like. I wanted to show that mix of life, and I wanted to show what it was like to walk around and see this in the early 80s, or the mid 80s rather. When I started photographing, that was long gone. When editors kept resuscitating and renewing these outdated headlines about the Kowloon Walled City, about the danger, the darkness, and that kind of thing, or leaning into that. But yeah, it was disappointing if people keep referring to it in that limited way.
香港之外 ，Greg 亦都曾經定居上海，又以影像記錄咗上海喺21世紀初快速嘅轉型過程。佢嘅作品曾經刊登於好多個國際知名嘅出版刊物，例如國家地理雜誌、紐約時報雜誌，甚至係英國嘅星期日泰晤時報雜誌等等。
You know, Shanghai was preserved sort of artificially as an early 20th century city. And so when they started modernizing and developing it into the city it is today, all that started being destroyed. You didn't have to go looking for it. It was everywhere in the city. You know, you'd go away for a week and come back and an entire block would be gone. It was happening at a really fast rate. So it was quite dramatic to be living there at that period. And I wanted to photograph, you know, the change going on in that moment.
過去50多年，唔止城市一直變遷，攝影嘅方式亦都從底片轉到數碼。大家只要用手機都可以成為攝影師。
I still use film these days for a lot of what I do. Maybe one of the biggest changes is that we all have cameras in our phones now. So everybody, you can say, is a photographer nowadays. We all know how to do it. Doesn't mean you're a writer because you know how to write. So I think that's the same with photography. Good photographers tend to be people who have looked at photographs and maybe thought about them. I think it's the same with writing or writers. People who write tend to read and are aware of what other people have written.
通常大家都會認為攝影係保存記憶，但係攝影真正迷人嘅地方係在於佢唔單止留住過去，更加創造出屬於每一個人心中嘅全新記憶。
Well, I think one kind of picture is about a moment. Another kind of picture is about something else. That something else can be what you think about it or how you see it. It's not necessarily the duration of a moment. It's a kind of a mental framing.
Greg Girard 攝影展由而家直到10月25號，有興趣嘅朋友不妨到場欣賞呢場橫跨50多年嘅創作歷程攝影展啦！